Listen, if I had to make a video about all the things that I did wrong as a teenager, first of all, this video would be about a week long, and second of all, the cops would probably show up at my door about an hour later. But luckily for you, since nobody wants to hear about my especially degenerate years and long overdue puberty, we're gonna talk about the top lessons that if I could go back in time, I would tell 13-year-old KD to shut up and listen. In this video, we are gonna go over the 5 things that I wish I knew as a teenager. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another exciting video. If you're new here, make sure you do 2 things. Smash the little like button and also crush the subscribe button. Why? Because we go over how to make money, how to be happy, how to live a better life, and this is the latest channel on YouTube. So what we're going to be talking about today is the things I wish I knew as a teenager. And this doesn't just apply to if you're a teenager. This applies to anyone in life because these are 5 life lessons that I would argue are the most important lessons that I have learned, going about creating an 8-figure business, traveling for over 50 countries in the world, and just generally living a happy, healthy life full of, lots of unicorns and rainbows. And number 5 is your problems don't actually matter as much as you think you do. I know it seems like the end of the world that Susie isn't talking to you anymore in high school, but trust me, you will get over it, and life does go on, and you can still move on and live a happy and healthy life. Because the truth is, everybody experiences their problems, and you feel the pain, and you feel the sadness, and you feel all of that, and it seems so real, and it seems like it's taking over the world. But the cool thing is that time heals all wounds. And so no matter how drastic and how devastated you are right now, and how you might think that the world is ending for you, trust me when I tell you that things do move on. You will get over it, and don't overreact to this problem, because if you think about it, the problem is not that important, and if it is, then just deal with it and you can move on anyway. Number 4 is treat the janitor the same as you would treat the CEO. And what I mean by that is you want to treat everyone with respect. It doesn't matter if it's a homeless person outside McDonald's or if you meet Elon Musk. The truth is, every single one of us is the same, right? We're all people, we're all struggling to get through life. We all have problems, we all have happiness, we all have issues, we all have things that we're dealing with. And so the sooner that you actually start to treat everyone with respect, I know it's very easy to kind of fall victim and make fun of people with your friends and, look down on other people and feel like you're better than people. But the truth is, we're all human beings. We're all just struggling to get through life, right? Life is hard. And so you can add, sadness, and you can add anger, and you can add negativity to the world, or you can actually choose to add positivity to the world. And so my advice to you, and my advice to my 13-year-old little KD out there back in like the time-space continuum, would be treat everyone with respect. Treat everyone as if they were the CEO of a billion-dollar company, and your life will be so much better for it. Number 3 is slow down and think things through. A problem that a lot of people have, especially with smartphones and the instant gratification society that our society has become, is people are so in a hurry. They're such in a hurry to get things done. They're so in a hurry to, get that promotion or get that job or finish high school or finish college, right? That they don't even stop to slow down and actually enjoy the time that you have now. I can still remember like it was yesterday, playing cops and robbers in my neighborhood when I was just a little kid with my friends, right? And that time was so precious and so meaningful to me. But I remember thinking in high school, I can't wait till I'm done with high school. I can't wait till I'm done with college. I can't wait till, this promotion's over. I can't wait till this or that, right? But the thing is, guys, time passes either way. And so you want to actually take time, stop, slow down, and actually enjoy the present moment, which is actually a lot harder than it seems like it is to do. And so if you're a teenager right now, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, my advice to you and my advice to 13-year-old cute, cuddly little KD out there in the time-space continuum would be slow down and enjoy the present moment. Because the truth is, as you get older and older, time seems to pass faster and faster. And so if you don't actually stop and take a conscious present moment to enjoy what an amazing thing it is, to be happy, to be healthy, to have freedom of will, to be able to do whatever you want to do, then you're going to go through life and it's going to pass in a blink, and you're never going to actually stop to realize what an amazing thing that we have right now. Because the truth is, if you wake up healthy in the morning, you're already living someone else's dream life. So it's very important to stop, slow down, and express some gratitude in your life. And I promise you, you that you'll be happier and healthier for it. Number 2 is measure twice but cut once. And what I mean by that is you want to talk to people who are more experienced than you. If you're going to go to college, right, talk to somebody who's already in college. What do they wish that they would have done differently? Talk to somebody who's graduated from college. Maybe they can't find a job. Maybe, they wish they wouldn't have gone to college. Maybe they wish they would have done their general education at a community college to save money. Maybe they wish that they wouldn't have gotten, so many student loans. Or if you're thinking about opening a restaurant, if you're a little bit older, or, if you're a very enterprising young entrepreneur, the thing is you want to talk to people who've opened a bar, who've opened a restaurant. One of the best pieces of advice that I could possibly give to you, no matter what age you are, if you're a teenager, if you're in your 20s, 50s, 80s, 90s, hundreds, it doesn't matter. Talk to people who are more experienced than you when you're entering a new realm or a new arena in life. If you're thinking about buying a house, go talk to or find friends or family or coworkers or colleagues or someone on Craigslist or on the internet. Talk to somebody who's involved in real estate, right? Talk to somebody who has more direct experience than you in the actual subject matter that you're thinking about entering into, and you're gonna save yourself from so many potential errors and fatal catastrophic events just by having that single conversation. And this particular realization has probably given me more insights and saved me more time and energy and pain than probably anything else that I could possibly tell you. So if you're thinking about, joining college or going to a summer camp or getting a job or doing anything, talk to someone who's already done that thing, especially someone that you know and trust. Or if you can't, then find information in a blog or on YouTube or from the internet. Remember, the world's information is literally at our fingertips, and you can only blame yourself by not looking and trying to figure out, what you could potentially do wrong before getting into a situation. I remember when I bought my first car, I was so happy that I actually did research beforehand, because the person that we were actually buying the car from was less than what you'd call honest, and we actually ended up saving ourselves just because we actually did research on Google about what to do when you're actually buying a new car, what to check for, the process when you're actually filling out the contract and the bill of sale and how to transfer the title and things like that. If I had just gone in without actually researching it and doing due diligence and asking people who'd actually done that same thing before me, then I would have gone in completely blind, and I probably would have gotten screwed over, and it would have haunted me for years to come. And so my advice for young, fat, cuddly, chubby little 13-year-old KD would be measure twice but cut once. And the number one most important thing that I wish I could go back in time and tell my teenage self that also applies to you no matter what age you are, we will get to in just one second. But I do want to give a shout out to our daily comment winner, Billionaire Mindset, great name by the way, who says, "Hey Kevin, how can I make $1 million as a teen with no investment?" Well, that is a very tough question, Billionaire Mindset, but judging from your name, you do want to be rich. And so the number one way that I would tell you to do that, right? It's not going to happen overnight, but the only way that you could do that without, some significant investment in real estate and, for it to appreciate over years would be learn a high income skill that's valuable to other people, right? And then teach that skill and do it passionately and care more about your students than anyone else, and have the best data, better data than anyone else. And then start a YouTube channel, start social media, start Instagram, and really grow a personal brand, and then become, a mentor to people, and then sell some type of digital product or digital course or mentorship program to people where you're actually helping them with the high value skill that you've mastered, especially a skill that can make other people money, and you're never gonna be worried about money again. And that is the way that I would make $1 million as a teen with no investment. And if you wanna be our next comment winner, all you have to do is 2 simple things. Tap the little like button right now, right? Just tap it right now. And then also tap the little red subscribe button that you see right here. Turn on notification bells. Why? Because we always choose our comment winner from people who comment in the first 60 seconds whenever we drop a brand new video. And the best way to be notified of a brand new video is by turning those little notification bells on so that you are the first to know. So without further ado, the number one thing that I would tell myself as a teenager, knowing what I know now, is be accountable. Don't be late, don't be flaky. When you make commitments to someone, actually follow through. Because what I've learned, going through life and creating businesses and just living and being a person in general is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so if you're showing up late to meetings, if you're showing up late when you tell somebody you're gonna be somewhere, that's gonna translate into your own life, into your own business. It's gonna translate into your college classes. It's gonna translate, once you get a job, showing up late for work, and people are gonna get mad at you and you could eventually get fired. And the thing is, right, the reason that we go to high school and the reason that we go to college is not so much to actually learn anything, right? The reason that we go to high school and go to college is to establish habits and to prove that we can actually do something. The job that I got after college had nothing to do with what I actually learned in college. They just wanted to see my GPA. They wanted to see if I could be accountable, if I could go and I could sit in those classes and I could, fill out the information and I could get good grades. That's what they cared about. They cared about the diploma. They didn't care about having any applicable knowledge to their specific, software systems and how they did things, right? There's no possible way that you could learn how a specific company does something in college. Basically what college and high school are is just proving that you're able to actually do something and be accountable and get good grades and actually show up, right? And so the more accountable that you are, especially in your teenage years, the more likely you are to develop that habit of accountability that's gonna translate directly into your later life, and it's gonna make you probably more money and more happy than anything else that I could possibly teach you. And speaking of me teaching you, check out this video right here that I did with one of my students who's only 18 years old, who's actually making over $40,000 per month just using one simple strategy. Check it out right here. You're gonna like it. See you there.
My name's Cole McMullen. I'm 18 years old, and in the last 30 days, I've made close to $45,000, and I'm a member of Digital Course Secrets.